One thing I've just noticed just now about the map in this game is how helpful it is. You can see here you'll have like a seashell mansion on the map, you'll have the old dungeons or even the current dungeons we're about to enter. But it wouldn't mean much to people who haven't played the game before. But you can actually see future dungeons on the actual map. I'm not going to point them out just yet. But it's really interesting to see even like minor dungeons being pointed out on the map before we get there. Of course you can see where you haven't really been. In certain areas, these are 2 areas we haven't even touched yet. We haven't touched most of this area, but we have gone up this step, so it activated the map for this whole area. It's a really cool area we're going to get to explore eventually. But also, we're about to enter the color dungeon, and I just want to show people, if you're just tuning in now for the first time, how I did this, because I feel like if you're coming in now and you're like, well, how did you get into the color dungeon? And I'll just show you really quickly if I don't die. So you push that down, this across, this up. I'm gonna die here trying to show people something, and then you click that up and then push the 5th one up here like that, and then you can get into the color dungeon. I took damage, but I wanted to show people just in case people clicked on this and were like, well, how the hell did you get in there? And I can show you just there like that. This is a color dungeon and we're the color guard. You'll need magic power to get anywhere in here. Say the word and I'll sell you some. So in the original one, they wouldn't really care about selling you some magic powder. And what's actually funnier about this is that they would ask you what color their clothes are, because the color dungeon was available in the non-colored version, and then when the colored version came out, you could only access it by actually telling them what color their outfits were. But funnily enough, that didn't matter at all, because they wouldn't let you in anyway, even if you got the colors right. Let's talk to these people. So do you have magic powder? If not, turn back now. So you sell magic powder for how much? 100 rupees? No, we have enough. We have 40 magic powder. We did a really good job of collecting magic powder. By the way, my name is Calvin, also known as Romer. I should do the introduction at some point. These guys are pretty hard to defeat. You have to wait until they get up on the ground, and we're going to have to do a better job of killing these guys. But this is a weird dungeon. It's a weird dungeon. It's probably one of my favorite dungeons in the entire Zelda series, just for the connotations that it has. That you couldn't get into this dungeon on one version of the game. Like, that's a really cool thing. And also, it helps you out quite a bit. So there's some magic powder. I wonder if that respawns. If it doesn't respawn, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna be okay. Now, there's some interesting puzzles in this game. We have to make these all one color. I'm not sure which color. Okay, so we have to make them all blue. Which they will tell you to do that if you get the stone beak. But honestly, like, it just takes a bit of time. There is a definite pattern to doing it, but you don't really need that pattern. I really just don't think you need to look up the pattern or anything like that. You could actually just do it pretty easily. There is a lot to this dungeon. I think we can reset that color, can't we? This is one of my favorite parts, actually. It's really difficult to do. But you see as you're stepping by on these, oh shit. They will deteriorate as you're going by, so you don't want them to fall down and then you to fall down. Get some bombs. Why not? This is so cool as well. So you have to lift this up. Put that in there. And lift this up. And I remember you had to do it at a distance. That looks so good. I didn't expect it to look this good. Because again, it was a weird dungeon. It was a weird looking dungeon as well. It felt like just an added dungeon. And the idea, oh, we have the stone beak now. I feel like this dungeon isn't super hard once you remember exactly where you're going and what you need to do, and then you're fine. Another one of these. Okay, so will tell us what color to make it. Try if you dare, make every tile square. What are you talking about? So I'm guessing, oh, square, oh, the shapes. So yeah, once again, I'll just hit a bunch of these here like this and try to make every single tile square. There's not a definite thing. Again, this isn't a walkthrough, guys. If you're looking for a walkthrough Zelda dungeon, please find that on there. Don't come here. You're not going to get a fantastic walkthrough from watching this. There we go. And just like that, we have to kill these guys again. They are hard to kill if you're because it's so tempting to hit them early, but you have to wait until they just pop up, then kill them. I always remember having the most trouble with this, and we have not that many hearts. We have a fairy. Oh. Boo, I am no weakling. Your pitiful sword is no match for me. So I think we have to use magic power on this as well. Okay, the range seems a little bit easier to manage. Because I remember not being able to actually, like, being really bad at trying to hit it before. Oh god, we might die for the second time in this game. Oh shit, no, we're going to die. We are going to die. Oh! Oh! Unless somehow we're able to... Oh, we got it. But again, we need some hearts. Dying isn't a bad... Like, we've discovered... Oh, we won't die. We will not die. Dying in this game is not bad at all. It's actually way smoother even than the first game, which is saying a lot because the first game was super freaking smooth in the way you would live and die. Because all you want out of a game like this is just to keep going. Just to keep going, keep playing. It's so smooth. It works so well. Okay, so we already have the nightmare key. I remember this taking way longer than before. I remember being a big idiot and not being able to do this. Blow up. No, I thought there was like a thing here. Wasn't there? Maybe not actually. We didn't get the dungeon map yet, so we can't actually check. Oh, we did get the dungeon map, I guess. There is a room down here, but we can just get there easily, so it's not like it's a big issue. Is there... Might as well set a bomb here. Bombs are really cheap. I'm in love with this game. I'm so in love with this game, and I'm so happy that I'm getting to play it again and again. It's just such a special game. We don't have to do anything here, do we? No. This remake, actually, I did not think at all at the start of the year that it would be even in contendership to be one of my game of the years, and now here I am, very much thinking about it. Owie, stop that. I love your design as well, though. Get a nice heart for ourselves. It kind of takes the ease off it, though, doesn't it? Knowing you have the nightmare key now. Breaking pots in this game is so much fun, guys. Okay, let's bring them over here. I'm gonna break every pot I can just because, like, I think in some cases they actually respawn stuff as well, so I'm gonna break every single pot I can. So there's something here we need to collect. So these guys are trying to break us in as well, or like keep us in here as well. Really cool mechanic. And now we can head back up here. Oh, this guy. He looks amazing. What a greedy fool. You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home. So this is like a big freaking thing in the game, guys. It's terrifying. To me, anyway, it's terrifying. This idea that the bosses are, like, morally, like, giving you, like, lessons almost. It's like, hey, why do you want more power? Do you not feel like you're already more powerful? Like, that was very rare for me, especially coming into this game well after, like, playing any other Zelda game. And all of a sudden, these bosses are speaking to me as if I'm the bad guy. Blow up. Oh! Yes. Really fun boss once you're able to do it. It can seem like it's impossible, almost, if you're just coming into this, you know, without the knowledge of how to do this. I remember this took a very long time to actually do for me. I actually did not have the wherewithal to do this. Oh, I almost fell in. Maybe we could... Oh, there's a switch over there. Okay. That's a big theme. Once you go in here, you can't really come back. So we can jump over here, but I'm gonna jump over here really quickly. Okay, let's talk to the stone beak. Try if you dare make every tile square. Once again, we have to make every tile square. This is a little bit more difficult. I'll probably speed this up just so you guys know what method I use at least. Okay, just like that, we were able to do it. But we need a key. And... okay, yeah, we have to go back down here. Okay, I actually remember making the same mistake the first time I came through here, so that's nice, right? It's nice to know I'm still making the same mistakes I made the first time. I want to put Rock Feather in consideration for, like, best item in the history of Zelda. I know a lot of people love the hookshot, and I do too. But it's just such a beautiful item. It's such a... especially in this game. What do we get? Oh, we get something out of it. Nice, as always. What is it, dungeon map? Yep, pretty simple. Again, I love the dungeon maps in this game, so honestly, I'm very... oh, lovely. Oh, shit. Dude. Oh, I can just hit them in here. Jesus Christ, that's a bit more simple. Wrong one. Get out of there. I don't think it's timed. But we're gonna get a key out of this anyway. Of course. And then we can head back. I love how smooth this dungeon is. I think it's a nice little touch if you are an explorer or even a slight explorer. It doesn't even take that much exploring. You will be able to find this dungeon, and I love that about this game. Is that it doesn't take a massive amount of exploring like it does in other Zelda games to find stuff. But it does take, like, just, you know, you see something and you're like, oh, maybe that will do something, or maybe I can do something with that. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at this. This should be pretty easy, right? I wonder what the idea of that was. Why put that there? How do I beat you? How do I forget how to beat you? This is safe. I'm safe. How do I beat the beetle again? I don't remember this boss. Oh, there we go. I am jumping and hitting it. Step back, take your time. So that is way more difficult in the original game. That is way more difficult. We might as well get some health. So here is a big decision, and I think it's a big decision for some people, but I think for me there's only one. I will give you the power of the color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? Blue is so perfect. It's so clutch in this game, and I never use the word clutch, but it makes sense, right? Look at my health. Look at my hearts. Look at my hearts just now. We now take half damage. I will now take you outside. And just like that, we now take half damage, which I'll get hit by one of these guys just to give an example. See, we only took half a heart there. We're pretty much sorted. The rest of the game isn't going to be as hard. It's just not. It's just not going to be as hard. I think we still have crazy... yeah, we do have Crazy Tracy's juice still equipped. But now we're going to head over, use the warp place to get back to Tal Tal Heights, which is a cool little area. But just like everything in this game, there will be a lot of danger along the way. I love this. I cannot wait to see what this looks like as well. This whole game is just me not waiting to see what everything looks like. Oh wow, adding the music cue as well. It's a very Zelda-like thing to show the dungeon right in front of you, right? And be like, hey, you know, this is where you're going. And just like that, we can now head there. Now, I think the best way to go is power, maybe even the only way to go. Oh god, we're gonna take so much less damage. We're taking nothing with these guys now. The best way, yeah, best way to go is up through the mountaintops here. And actually, we went there before, but this time we're actually gonna be going a little bit further now that we have the dash attack. We can actually make our way up here. It's so cool how like you can continue to like go a bit further every time you get a new item, a bit, tiny bit further, tiny bit more. And I think the game fully understands that. I think Zelda understands those things much better than anyone else. So if you remember, we pushed this over here. We pushed that over there. And then we just go down here. We don't have to get the heart here anymore. It would be nice to get the heart. There ain't no heart in here anymore. I find this game is way, I don't want to say easier because I feel like that's very, because it's my second playthrough, so I'm not a good judge of how hard the game is, because maybe it's just because I've been playing the game so much now, or have played the game so much, that I don't even notice any difficulty, or any, not any difficulty, but any significant difficulty. How do we get over here? I imagine we get there from the top. That seems like the most accurate thing to me. So yeah, we couldn't go there this time, so we're gonna go this way this time. Oh, we should get that chest though. I'm not gonna pass up a chest. Of course. But see, earlier on in the game when we came here, we would see the other side of this rock wall and kind of be like, oh, well, we can't get here. And now we're kind of like, yeah, we can totally get here. Which again, is just a staple of Zelda, and you can see where they got all that stuff from at this point. Like, as much as I talk about how influential Ocarina of Time is, which it is, it's one of the most influential games of all time. Oh, there's the dude who said he was going to be lost earlier. Let's go talk to him in a bit. As much it is probably one of the most influential games of all time. If you're putting in a top 10 games of all time, you know, of most influential games of all time, which would be a controversial list. People would get angry. People would have their own opinions. But for me, I will put Ocarina of Time in the top 5 easily. Along with games like Resident Evil. I would say Dark Souls in terms of modern era as well. And I'd put this here too. I'd put it in somewhere in the top 10 at least. Don't you dare do that to me again. With your mimic chests. Because what 2D game doesn't base itself off like this in Link to the Past, you know what I mean? Oh, there's a seashell? Hello. Is this the dad? Ha! Papa got lost just like you said. Now I'm so famished I can't move. Can you give me some video? Yeah, I have some. So this is more of the trading sequence. The pineapple is so delicious I'm going to eat it right now. Bon appetit. Ah, this wasn't meant to be a reward. Here, take this. It's a hibiscus. So we know who we have to give the hibiscus to. If you remember back in Animal Village, it was the woman who, I forget what animal she was. I'm filled with energy now. No problem, buddy. No problem. You get back to your kids. You said you were going to be lost. You were honest. But this says there's a seashell around here. Shit, wrong button. Well, it doesn't harm anyone to just dig a bit. In fact, it's always going to be beneficial. It's funny because I love digging in video games. But oh boy, I hate digging in real life. That seems like a perfect place for a seashell. No? Whoa, what the hell? Maybe it's above. No, it's in this area. But where? That's a bit strange. We have to go back down anyway, but... So I'm actually very thankful for autosaves in this game because I actually just autosaved and I was able to come right back down here. Fantastic. Obviously that's just the way to get out. It's actually a very kind... It seemed less kind than I'm making it out to be, but actually is a very kind way of getting out of here. Like, they could have easily left us stranded here, but they let us get out. Oh, this is beautiful. The music as well. So okay, it's hard not to remember this dungeon, or hard to remember like what's in this dungeon. It's so memorable, and you can see here now, again, just another reason why this is all just surpassed my freaking expectations and my freaking memory of this game, which says a lot, because I love this game. Can we move these? I think you can move one of these. Maybe not, though. The music is so good here. Okay, the music in this dungeon is worth the price I paid of the game alone. Like, it's worth the price alone. Okay, let's go in here actually very quickly. I'm fucking in love. And it still has elements of the old dungeon theme as well. Really cool. I mean, we've been talking about it, and like a few of us were talking about it in the comment section as well. You can kind of just tell how much care and detail went into every single frame of this game. They cared so much about this game. And in turn makes me care a lot. Oh, you're dead now, you're all dead. I have extra defense and extra health. And we get a small key. It always helps if your dungeon is unbelievably smooth to go through, you know what I mean? Like, you'd never want people being like sighing during your dungeon, you know what I mean? I've never felt that once playing this game. So we needed a small key over here. But to me, it just does say a lot. Come over here. Come over here, my friend. Might as well kill them. So there's a chest over there. The music here's so good. I think I found my new outro music. I think I found it. Although I love using the Final Fantasy X soundtrack as my Stonebeak is good as well, but it's just a whole different vibe from a dungeon that I've never really felt before in a dungeon. This looks so beautiful. Fuck this, guys. Like, when I do my Game of the Year awards at the end of the year, this is probably gonna get best designed, or at least yeah, best design, I think. Like, there's no doubt about it. Even if it's not like, even if this doesn't get like my GOTY award, like, there's no doubt about it, it's getting that award. So I think we can actually get this guy, this thing with the magic powder. If it will let us. If you, like, me being like, hey, you gotta let me hit you, man. Yeah. And just like that, we get a fairy. We have a fairy still, like, equipped, so there's not much of a point in getting it. It seems like there is a seashell here, though. Well, first of all, let's get what's in this chest, so when we come back in and come back out, we don't need to worry about that. Or maybe not a seashell, no, I think that was the compass beeping, not the actual seashell sensor. We're fine. I'm almost speechless at most parts in this game. Like, they've done such a good job with this game that I love dearly. And it's all honestly a feeling of gratefulness, and I'm going to be doing a review of this game as soon as I finish it. No point in rushing, but I'm just really grateful for it. I just really am. Do we have... Yeah, we already have a fairy in a bottle. We need to get those other bottles wherever they are. Not that we're going to need it at this point. There's so many hearts everywhere. You get hearts for days in this game. Wait. Can we push that across, I wonder? Let's try. No. Okay. There is an intended way to get here. It's a really cool way of getting here. We're going to have to see if we can do it. I forgot we can just move really fast like this. You can jump down off the stairs, which is also cool. Ouchie. Please say, like, if any of you guys are hearing this music, please say I'm not crazy and thinking this is an amazing theme. Like, this might be one of the best dungeon themes I've ever heard in a Zelda game. Or the best. Calvin, you're exaggerating. I don't think so. I think this is amazing.